Hi guys, welcome back. We're taking it low and slow on the floor today with this gentle Pilates routine for when you have period pains. So even if you're not on your period, this is still a really good one just to chill out a little bit more, get in some extra stretching and just feel really good. So we'll focus in on the lower back, especially opening up the hips. If you are ready, go ahead, roll out your mat and let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start this one nice and gentle. The whole thing is going to be quite gentle. We get to lie down on our backs. Yes, this is the best part. So roll all the way down, just rest the head, hands can rest by the sides, and we're gonna lift the knees into a tabletop position. Navel, of course, is drawing in, so press down here. We don't wanna have big hollow back there. That's not going to help anything. So really ground down into it. And then one at a time here, we'll start with the right leg. You're gonna lower, touch the toes to the floor. Left is going to join, just like that. And then we're gonna come up with the right, up with the left. So we're just doing a nice slow march, keeping shoulders down. Down right, down left, up right, up left. Maintaining a 90-degree angle in the knee, so make sure you're not just bending from the knee and dropping the toes right by your butt. The motion is from the line of the hip, and we do want to engage the abs there. It's not too crazy. We're not going to do anything crazy intense for the abs, but it is nice just to get a little bit of core work at this time. Get it all engaged. So you should feel that the abs are helping you ground down there and pull the leg back up. And just a few more here. Here's last two. It's very hypnotic. And final one, up right, up left, and then glue the knees together here. We're gonna do a little tiny circle. So imagine you have a drink on top of your legs here, so don't drop out there, you're gonna spill your drink. Keep feet level with the knees, and we're just gonna stir it. So you're gonna take little circles to the right, just stirring that drink, keeping lower back down, but it's like a nice little massage for the lower back. The abs are still working a little bit, but again, it's nothing crazy intense. So just nice and gentle. Keeping the back pressed down. Keep going. You can bring the knees in past the hips a little bit. So there's a little bit more of a crunch in it. But nothing should feel really forced or like it's taking a huge amount of energy here. It's just nice and controlled. Here's 4. And last one here. And the knees are right back in tabletop where we started. We're going to repeat with the left leg leading this time. So we touch down left, touch down right, up left, up right. So staying engaged there. You can inhale on the down, exhale on the lift, and don't rush these. We're not in any kind of hurry here. So carve out your time for a little bit of movement and then dedicate that time to movement. And we don't want to just rush to get it done because it kind of just defeats the purpose. Few more here. Here's last 2. 1, up left, up right. Again, glue the knees together. Another drink on legs. This time we're stirring to the left though. We've got to balance it out. And sadly, you guys aren't going to be seeing the cats today, probably. I've got one that's inside. Layla is inside right now. She's over by the door. But the other two are outside with Dad, and they've been locked out with Dad so that we don't hear them. No, we can hear them, but we don't want to hear Dad right now. Dad's doing work out there. So no Leo or Luna today, but a chance of Layla if she will consent, which usually she doesn't. But it's starting to sort of cool down a little tiny bit in Madrid. When I say this, I mean, it's still like over 90 degrees every day, which Celsius is, thinking around 30 maybe. A couple more here. So it's definitely still really hot, but compared to what it was, this is like approaching autumn. Last one there. Knees still in tabletop. This is our resting position basically. You're gonna release the arms a little farther to the sides. Shoulder blades need to stay down here. We're going to just drop the legs over to the right, so they're probably not gonna touch all the way down. They could, mine are not, because I've got the wall right here. But left shoulder needs to stay down. So we're not lifting, we're not turning the whole body. It's just that torso twist. And you're gonna exhale, lift back through center, knees stay stacked directly over the hips, bring it over to the left. Should feel like a really nice release. Bring back through center. Twists are really nice for cramps. We're just increasing blood flow to that area as well. So just helping with circulation. It's a nice one. And we're just gonna keep going here, side to side. We'll do 10 total. So not 10 per side, just 10 total. So it'll be 5 per side, but alternating. I wish I had space to go all the way down to the right. Tragedy. Tragedy. So keep it controlled. Control, especially as you're lifting back through center. We don't want that to be a quick kind of jerky motion, or it's going to really draw from the back. So use the obliques. If that's too hard, don't go as low down. So just do a little tiny twist. Doesn't have to be big. So go where the abs are engaged, not the back. So if you're on pace with me, this will be our last one to either side. Back through center, and now we are going to actually release the feet down to the floor. So feet are going to be all the way together. Legs squeeze all the way together, so like you're on just one big leg, hands down by the side. We're going to do some work in bridge. So bridge is a nice one. Obviously, it strengthens the whole back body, and it's also going to help release the lower back a little bit. So if that's an area where you experience pain at this time, really nice for that. Shoulders down. I like to always keep hands open to the ceiling because it opens across the front of the shoulders, right? If they're down, it's going to be a little bit more closed off. You'll feel the difference. So I always do palms up to you. But feet are together here. We're just going to exhale, lift up, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift, keeping legs glued together. Inhale, down. It is a little bit harder maintaining that narrow position with the legs. But we're all good. We've got it. We're pros. And it's gonna lead us into our next exercise. A few more here. Again, just keeping it nice and slow. Here's 2. We're going to stay up on the last one. So stay right here, and we're just going to stay level with the hips, so don't drop the hips, but we're going to open the knees and close. So open, don't let the hips drop, close, squeezing from the inner thighs. So nice little release for the hips. Again, could be an area where you're just feeling a little tight, a little bit of tension. We tend to hold a lot in the hips. So good to just give them a gentle release with a little bit of movement, working them at the same time. Few more here. And last one. I want you to keep the legs open. Now you are going to release fully to the floor again. And we're going to put those 2 things here. So this time, as you lift to the bridge, we're going to squeeze the legs together. As we lower back down, legs will come apart. So inhale, on our exhale, we lift, squeeze together. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift, squeeze together. So pause for just a second at the top before we release down. Try to go evenly with both legs. This is the other thing. It's surprisingly hard. I always feel like my legs are just like, doing weird things, moving at different paces. It is surprisingly hard to like control them and get them to go at the same pace and the same distance. But yeah, thing to think about. Especially if you have one really dominant leg. Sometimes it just wants to do all the work. So for me, my right side is really dominant. My right glute is especially dominant. So when I'm doing things like this, I've been making more of an effort to really feel and tap into my left glute. Really focus on squeezing my left glute because my right glute just does it naturally. My left needs like a little coaxing. Last one here. And then go ahead and release the butt down. Hug knees into the chest. Again, you can just have a little wiggle around here, just massaging out the lower back. And then we're gonna lift into this little egg shape. So lower back stays down. My forehead is sort of in toward my knees here. Inhale, on the exhale, we're gonna extend everything long, not too low with the legs because we wanna be able to keep the lower back down. Stretch, hold for a second, tuck back in. So exhale, stretch, pause for a second. Inhale, tuck back in. So just a nice full body stretch, obviously strength as well, but just keeping it nice and gentle. Really squeezing, navel down tight. Few more. And last one here, tuck it in. And we're gonna stay in this little tucked position, so just grabbing the hands around the legs, or you could even do the backs of the legs there. And we're just gonna be rolling forward and back. So rolling all the way up to the tailbone, trying to keep the same angle. So try not to like really draw the legs in super, super tight. We're gonna keep them out a little bit. So I mean, you can drop the feet, but try to keep the legs away from you. So we're gonna rock up, land on the tailbone, try not to touch the feet down, but if you need to, they can. And then just roll back. Roll up, roll back, that's it. Roll up. So it's a nice little spinal massage. It requires more core control than you think it's going to not touch the feet and to not lift the tailbone on the bottom end. A few more here. But again, I'm not super picky today. Do what feels good. Oh, there go my feet. Last one here. All the way up, and at this point, we're gonna stay all the way up. So stay in a seated position here. I want you to extend your right leg, bend the left knee in so it can come about level with the right knee. Tailbone is planted. We're gonna sit nice and tall here. So you can just grab around that left leg, and we're actually gonna take a twist. So wrap the right arm around the outside left leg, twist, left arm comes behind. You can look back over the left shoulder. Navel is coming over that left hip bone. That's the important thing. Otherwise, often the twist will just come from the upper back. We have more motion there. So it can be difficult to get into the lower. So really think of rotating from the navel. And then you're gonna come forward again, come to the inside left leg, reach forward for the right toes. And we're gonna do that several times, so 10 times total. So we twist to the left from the navel, release, reach forward. Twist to the left, release, reach forward. Twist to the left, release, keep going. So nice and gentle. Nothing extreme today. That'll be next time. And last one here, reach and then release. Left leg extends, right knee bends in, so you can start by just hugging it in here. I think that actually feels just like such a nice lower back release to just use that bent leg to lift and open. I often have a tight lower back going forward, so in a state of flexion. So this for me is like nice little opener. So we're gonna twist to the right this time. So twist, hugging with the arm. Reach, twist, reach. And we're not spending a super long time in that little forward fold reach. It's really just a tap. And if you can't reach all the way to the toes, no worries. Tap the ankle, tap the shin. So wherever you can get to, it's not a huge deal. And last one here, reach. And then we're gonna extend both legs long here. Give them a little shake out. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. And we're just gonna do this kind of waving fall forward. Again, to the toes if you can. Ankles or shins are good as well though. And you're gonna round the back, just slowly roll up, shoulders back. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, just drop forward. Wave your way back up. 5 of these total, so here's number 3. Going for as much movement through the spine as you can find. And one more here. And roll shoulders back. And then finally here, you're gonna flip around, come onto hands and knees. I can't leave out a cat-cow, I just can't. Let's just get rid of those. Okay, so hands underneath shoulders here, knees under hips. Inhale, hollow, lift the chest through, dropping the lower back, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, round, big tuck in. And again, inhale, hollow. I feel like I'm losing myself inside this like hoodie right now. And I did think when I started this, I was like, this is a gentle routine and it's a little bit cooler in here. I'll be fine in this. I'm pretty hot right now, I'm not gonna lie. But we're just about there. And a little bit of sweat can be nice sometimes. I don't know, some people love sweating. I feel like there are 2 camps of people who love sweating, people who don't. It's not my favorite thing. I do it a lot, obviously. I would rather that I just didn't sweat, but I mean, it's good. It's detoxing, so. All right, knees wide here, toes together, settle back. We're just going to land here in a child's pose. Again, I like to do hands open to the ceiling, but that's up to you, but just melt the back down here, expand across the upper back and shoulders. You can rest the forehead down and just hang out here for a few breaths. You can also keep a little bit of motion in the hips. So for me, I find it nice to just continue to do really gentle rock side to side with the hips. It just helps me release them. You can do a few of those, and then maybe you'll have released enough that it feels comfortable to just land in that static stretch. Or you could keep the hips just rolling through the whole thing. Take one more nice deep breath here though. In through the nose. Exhale, release out through the mouth. And then slowly just start to walk the hands back in toward the knees, pressing yourself back up. You can sit up on the feet here. You can go about the rest of your day because that is us done with this one. So like I said, nice chilled out one. Hopefully you're feeling good. Layla's shouting her greetings from the background here. So if you enjoyed this routine, give it a like down below. Of course, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm uploading hot right now, so twice a week. So make sure that you are here to see all of those workouts that are still coming up. And let me know down in the comments if there's anything specific you would like to see. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.